Right, I'm just starting a recording here. I'm going to be playing in the Hourly Superblitz Arena here on Lichess. 3-minute blitz, 57-minute arena, so we'll get about 10 games in. And my start rating is 2159. Anything around that at the end, I know I've done pretty well. And as you can see, I'm just recording this, I'm not live streaming, so I've got my second screen off there. I don't use it for anything other than when I'm live streaming. My first game should be whoever I'm next to in the list here. It should be 1 plays 2, 3 plays 4 and so on. And if you've played anybody before, when you hover over the names you can see your head-to-head score. So I've not played any of these players yet. I've lost to that player a couple of times, but it's a 2300.
10, 9,
oh,
8,
that player an awful lot,
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
right,
1,
good luck everybody.
0.
Right, so 2174, good luck. Let's see, 4. Okay, I'll switch to a Sicilian, why not? I don't play 4 openings at all, apart from the odd little bit of variety. Let's play a gambit. Let's push. Okay, let's check. Yeah, I very, very rarely play E4 openings at all. It's really just that little bit of variety now and again. So I don't know hardly any theory in these. Okay, I don't think takes works there, but I might be wrong. I'll push the pawn up anyhow. Now getting his queen in certainly is a problem, of course. Let's bring the knight across. Just sacking the pawn there to simplify. I don't know why he didn't just take the pawn. Right, he can probably get the pawn any time he wants. Let's kick the knight and then maybe drop the bishop back. And now rook across. I might sack the rook for the bishop. Right, let's play rook across. So he's gone back. I'm probably going to have to play this at some point, but I don't see when. Let's just hit the knight there, see if he pushes forward. If he does, I might pop the knight into the middle. Otherwise I'm going to try and bring the rook across and give the king a, hopefully, an escape path. He has gone for that, so knight up is playable. Otherwise he can just push immediately. I'm going to play rook across first. If he does push, he closes this diagonal, which could be useful. Knight up, queen takes, pawn takes, queen takes, rook takes. I don't know if this is actually even playable or not, but I'm going to play it. I'm going to try and play a move like f4. Close the diagonal and then plop the knight back. So I've certainly got a bit of a struggle position here. Yeah, he's moved his queen to hit my pawn. So he's actually threatening to take the knight here. There is a threat there. Okay, I'm going to give him the pawn and play f4. So if he takes the knight, I can take with the pawn. He's still going to grab this, but could be worse. Maybe I've got rook across. Could have been an awful lot worse. He can obviously 2 pawns for 1, and then it's, am I holding on? Has he got something better? He might have something better because he's taking his time. He just guards the pawn. I really don't want to push that pawn up. I'm going to do it, but it feels instinctively bad. It lets his knight have a very nice square. And I'm going to be going defensive, I guess. So let's push another pawn up. Now, have I got queen up here? I don't know, but I'm going to play it. Just desperately trying to unwind the position. So king up gives me a chance to trade. I'm going to play rook across onto this file. Come up. I'm tempted to gamble here, but again, it's probably fundamentally bad. I'm going to take. Well, let's threaten just the basic simple check. Otherwise, maybe bishop up. Can I play a move like g4 and release my king? Because right now it's a good barricade. So he's come across. Check's no good. I'm going to play g4. It means if he ever gets his rook in, it's a little bit more awkward for me to break out now. Okay, let's bring the king up. Let's try and bring the king a bit more into play up the board. He's gone back, so let's just come up. He offers the trade. I'm going to go across and hit this pawn if he comes forward. Can I gamble here? And then he's got knight down. I don't think I can. Oh, he blundered it. He's blundered it. He just blundered it. He just forgot about it. It was there before, wasn't it? He just forgot about it. So very lucky there. But you need a little bit of luck from time to time when you play chess. Right, 2136, good luck. Let's play a carrot. Okay, one of the few lines where you play h5 instead of h6 with black. And you're really trying to stop white from playing up. I probably should have taken the knight there, I often do. I'm just going to pin it and trade, get my bishop out and knight up. I've got queen up as well. Yeah, I'm going to play queen up instead and maybe just trade. Okay, let's take. Goes back. I'll just drop the queen back. I don't particularly care if the queens come off if he ends stops me from castling. Yeah, bishop check I'll just block. If he takes he'll double my pawns, but takes a lot of pressure off. It opens a file up, so let's play knight up. I've got the other knight up potentially. I'm going to hit the bishop immediately, but now if he checks I have to take the queen because my queen's not protected by the pawn. Drops anywhere else I've probably got to just take his queen. I'd like knight up, but then he can stop me castling, but that's not really a big deal I don't think now. Or not as big a deal as it could have been. Gotta guard this pawn. Hits my bishop. Oh, it's given me a chance to go here. Is that worth doing? No, my instincts are telling me to stay kingside. So you just throw in a check. So I'll have to go here. Maybe pawn up and the rook across. Let's throw the pawn up. And maybe the other rook across this side. I'm running the risk that he might get in kingside though. That's what he's gone for there. It's actually quite awkward to deal with, very awkward to deal with. Let's go up and hit the rook and maybe drop in here. If queen up, he's got an annoying queen up. He allows me to play a pawn up there. Now I'm kind of committed to being this side. I could potentially go here and open the g file, I guess. Why not? If he takes, I'll open the g file and try and counter attack. Right now I'm going to hit the queen and force him to commit to something or other. He goes back. How do I cover this? Let's play rook up. I want to move the queen forward at the right moment. But I've covered this. That one's not a problem. So can I push now? I don't think so. It's still very awkward. Yeah, I'm going to push. I'm going to take a gamble. I'm trusting that I'm not blundering the whole game here. If I am, I am. If he takes a queen, I take his queen. If he takes a pawn, I take the rook. He takes... Oh, I've took with the wrong piece. I took with the wrong piece. What did I do that for? I could have taken with the rook and I took with a pawn. That was crazy. No excuse for that. 1770, good luck. Okay, let's go b4. He's pushed. I think I can take there. Pawn for pawn is actually alright, I think, here. He's allowing me a move to defend it. Okay, I'm going to play that. I'll definitely take there. Now I'll try and solidify and make room for the bishop to come up. That gives me tempo to hit his bishop. And then maybe g3, bishop up this way. So I'm just trying to castle. Then I've got a choice for the bishop. Which one do I want to go on? Because I've gained a pawn, I'm going to try and trade. Develop the knight. Got a nice pleasant square here. Or I can go to its more natural square. Let's just take there. Get castled. So knight up is an obvious move. Hit the bishop. If he takes, I'll take with the bishop. That's a safe pre-move. If he doesn't take, it can't happen. My knight's not doing much else other than offering a trade though. Oh, that feels like a mistake. He's let me open his king up. So I'll just play queen up. If he takes, again I'll pre-move to take back. Now, can I risk a move like this is a question here. I'm going to play queen up first to pressure the pawns. So I can grab another pawn. And I think I should. And then try and drop back. Okay, let's just drop back, pressure a pawn. Now I've got to find a way to unwind. He can obviously blast at some point, but I can use this rook to guard. This is his other option. I'm going to play e4 there. He's got this and maybe I can step back. He's allowed e4 to stand. I'm going to play the other rook across and try and push the pawn up and gain some space if I can. I can see his idea, so maybe I'm sensible to drop back, but as soon as I step back he's got the queen in. Maybe queen back. Oh, he's come forward again. Now I can get the queen off the board. This should be winning for me now because I've gained a couple of pawns. Even if I lose this one, I don't think it's a big deal. I've got the rook coming in. That's obviously not as effective now, so let's get the rook up and hit the pawns. I can go here, and then if he pushes I can go here. Yeah, let's just hit the rook. Let's hit the rook. Let's take. Now I can just play rook here and trade off if I want to. Yeah, if he goes this, I can just counter push. So I think I can just push there. A sack can't work. Sack can't work, so I'm threatening to push up here. He has got a square for his rook though. Otherwise I've maybe got rook up. I've just got to not blunder this one. I'm doing pretty well. He's moved his rook anyhow. So I'm going to play the pawn up there and bring the king up. Then rook up is a move here, try and trade and support the pawn. I'm also threatening an obvious check, of course. He has to come here. Check, blocks, takes, takes. I've got a very good position. Check is still a move forward. Is that mate? Has he got a way out? Check, he just goes there. So I'm just going to play rook up and look to trade the rook. And if I can do that, it solidifies this pawn. Rook across, I think I've got rook across. If he goes across, I'm just going to take the pawn. Okay, now I can take here and then his rook hangs. He's a bit unfortunate. He's played a decent game though, he's a bit unfortunate. My 1808, good luck. Let's go d4 this time. Again, I often take the knights in these positions just to mix the structure up. No other good reason. Just for variety's sake now and again. Let's play pawn up and knight across. Bishop up, just try and castle. Keep it simple. So bishop up, knight up. And then just try and castle, break all the pins. Castle. If he takes, I can take. He plays in. I think rook across is alright with pawn up. I might be wrong. Okay, so I've got knight up. I'm just going to take the opportunity to hit the bishop. He might leave it there. He doesn't. He doesn't. Well, let's hit the bishop and see if he takes. Brings my pawn into the middle. He's played knight in. Okay, I'm going to take there. If he goes with a pawn, maybe I can jump up and hit the queen. Pop the other knight back. I can always drop this way or this way. And which way do I want to go? I could even go here, hit the bishop. It just feels wrong. I'm going to hit the queen and then maybe drop back. Maybe I can get away with going forward, but he's got an annoying push and then I'm trapped. So I'm going to just drop here, keep pressure on the pawn. Maybe I've trapped my own knight now, actually. That's not very clever, is it? I'm going to risk f3 here because this is getting extremely dangerous now. If he takes and I take with the queen, I'm hanging a pawn in an exchange potentially. So he has taken, so do I gamble? Is it worth a gamble? Because you can see this is obviously going to come. Takes. Knight check, queen takes across. I don't think it quite works for me. I'm going to take with a knight. I'm aware this is coming, but not much I could do to stop that, I don't think. Let's go across and hit the bishop. If he takes, I'm going to have to take the bishop. He does. So I'm going to have to take. If he takes the pawn, maybe rook up. Yeah, I'm going to take the pawn and let him take or push into the corner. The problem, of course, is a move like rook across. I don't know if I can gamble and let him take because of the mate threat, but I do have a rook check or knight across. That's what he's played for, but I've got rook check or knight over. I'm going to go for the rook check to close this file. And maybe queen takes, depending on what he does here. Gone that way. Let's play queen takes. Rook takes, I think I'm going to have to go this way, but this is a monster, isn't it? Yeah, no, my instincts are telling me to go in the corner and try and get the rook across. As long as I've closed this down, if my rook moves or has to move, it's game over unless I can get the queen off the board. Up, maybe I've got this. So check, king up is a move. I'm going to just play the simple rook across and try and trade the rook there. But if he gets his king safe, I am just busted, aren't I? Okay, let's go after this pawn. Again, if his queen wanders off, I've still got a target here. Queen down to try and pin his queen. It's whether he can get safe or not. So he's pushed. Could be a very good move, could be. Let's just step across. He's got no check because of the knight, or not in one move. So taking is still a potential. Taking is a threat. Rook down to threaten this. I'm going to just take the pawn while I can. I might not get another chance. May not get another chance. Oh, I can't take, I'm pinned. I was hoping I could take there, clearly I can't. I'm going to play knight across. I'm aware my rook's pinned, so I have to take with a pawn. I'm just lost on time. He's done terrifically well. He's played a really good game, and I say that and he's blundered the queen, and if he takes he hangs the rook as well. He could still win this on the clock. My pawns are on white squares here, that's the key here. Oh, he shouldn't have run back like that. I'm just pre-moving here a few moves. Yeah, very lucky, wasn't I? Very lucky. He did incredibly well there. You know, 7 or 8 out of 10 I'll lose that one. I did well to salvage that game. He did really well. 1863, good luck. And he started well. He's above me in the standings. Let's go d5. He doesn't want to play too quick because he might catch himself out. Takes, I'll take. Oh, is he really aiming at a sack there? Okay, let's hit the knight. I don't think this works. It's just castle. Bishop up now. There's always pawn up if he plays queen across. Let's play rook across. Now knight up. Obviously I want knight up at the right moment, I just don't think it's quite yet. I'll take that one. Knight up, has he got something like this? Possibly. Let's spend a move with queen up, and now I can play knight up because I guard the bishop as well. He plays up, I'll just take and take then. Oh, he goes with the queen. Okay, I'm just going to take the knight and maybe f6 there. Now I can try and get the knight up and across. Knight across. Queen guards the pawn if he plays something like this. Knight back. The queen's got options if he plays down. Maybe up. Let's hit the bishop. Bishop forward, I can grab a pawn maybe. So I will. Maybe a second. Okay, again I will. I'm hitting another one. As long as he doesn't have immediate moves to blow me off the board. I'm just going to edge up 1, not 2 there. Now I can go across and hit the rook, or I can take and let him take. Where's the follow-up? I don't see it, but I'm going to take and maybe just rook across and try and trade a set of rooks. Oh, that's risky. Can he get away with this? Possibly. There's no rook check. There's queen across to check here, but I don't see me gaining anything. Knight across. Again, I don't see how I actually advance. I'm just going to check and push the pawn. Just going to give him something to think about, but just got to hope I don't blunder allowing his queen in, like I might have just done. That wasn't very clever, was it? I've got knight across. Let's push up again and knight across. Oh, rook down, so he's stopping me from actually retreating. He's playing very, very well. Let's offer the queen trade. Otherwise I'm going to try and bail out and come back, because if he pushes and kicks my knight there's a mate threat. So it's a safe pre-move. Rook check, king up. Rook check is covered by the knight. If he doesn't take, obviously the pre-move doesn't happen. Queen wanders off, I can take. So he can grab a pawn, but I've got this. Oh. Can he get away with just ignoring my push? Well, surely I just queen now. Take the bishop with a check. Again, that's covered by the knight, I'd seen that. Again, a good effort though, I'm a little bit fortunate here, he's played well. Unlucky, on another day I could have lost that one as well, well done. Where am I? Oh, I'm 30th. 4 wins out of 5, a little bit fortunate. Or a big bit fortunate. $17.73, good luck. Well, he's in 26, so he's playing extremely well. Again, he's got over 1,000 games in each, so it should be an established rating. I mean, 100 games is really enough to establish a rating, let alone 1,500. Goes c6, I'll just take the pawn back. Again, just a standard reti opening. But now we worry about what to do. Might as well try and gain some centre ground. e3 is logical. Bishop up somewhere and trade off is logical. Knight in can potentially try and go forward at some point. Yeah, he's played the other knight across. Makes e4 a bit easier. I'm not sure I want that though. I'm just going to play the rook across for now. If he takes, I'll take with the pawn. I don't think he will. Oh, he has. Gives me a better chance to create a pawn chain. But he has got this annoying option. I'm going to play it though, e4. If he pushes, I'll play e5. I might even play h4 to try and prepare bringing the bishop up. He's gone back. I'm going to do that. h4 gives me an outpost for the bishop so I can trade. So he's pushed. So now I want to guard the pawn and try and bring the rook across. Try and get the rook centralised as well. Right, so I'll play the rook across. Ooh, and I've walked into a pin as gain, have I? That's not very clever of me, is it? So I'm blundering this one as well. Simply a lack of concentration, isn't it? I've got a decent overall position, but not good concentration there. Oh, can I get tempo here? Bishop down, maybe pawn up. He just plays across. Now I get the knight forward with tempo. He could have maybe played queen down there. I'm going to try and roll forward. Yeah, I'm going to try and disturb his king's pawn structure here. Once he gets his rooks active, that exchange I've blundered away could be critical. Let's push the pawn. Now I've somehow got to be able to drop back and keep guarding my rook, so I think I need the bishop back to guard the pawn. So he's played up offering an exchange. Can't do that, I don't think. Yeah, I think I need bishop back. Bishop takes is playable. Knight down is covered right now. Pawn up might be a problem though. This is a bit of an I've got time on the clock though. I should slow down whatever he does now. Okay, he's played rook up, so I've got a chance to take. But can I take here as well is a question. I don't like knight down. I probably need to break this pin, but how do I do it? I'm going to grab the pawn. I'm looking at whether this works. Okay, he's just played rook across. So I'm going to play knight back to try and guard this. If he pushes, obviously I can counter push. Takes, I have to take the pawn. Oh, now he's moved the queen. Might take a little pressure off. What on earth do we do? I'm just going to get the queen off that file. I'm going to break the pin here. I'm completely lost, I think, aren't I? So I'm going to try and maybe push. I'm trying to restrict his rooks. Okay, let's hit the rook and let him take. I don't care if he takes. It's not a priority. Knight across. Oh, he's covered it. I missed that. He's covered it. Oops, I saw it as soon as I'd made the move. Wow. Oh, now it is just an automatic loss. He can potentially take here as well. He just has to hold his nerve, and I've blundered this one away shockingly badly. Let's take. Okay, I'm going to try and flag him. Whether I've got any realistic chance is another matter altogether. Yeah, clearly I don't have any chance, do I? Well done, well done. He deserved that, didn't he? He deserved that one. Well done. I had time on that game. I should have used my clock a bit better. 2, 3, 3, 1. Good luck. Let's just hit the bishop. Okay, queen up. Let's play knight up. He plays knight forward. So I'll play the other knight up. I don't think this sack works. I might be wrong, but I don't think it works. Oh, he's pushed. Let's take the gamble up. Why not? Let's take the gamble up. Well, let's get the bishop up and look for the natural pawn move. At some point I'm probably going to take here. I could even play a bishop here and trade, but again it just feels wrong. Take, pawn takes, don't like. Let's pin the knight. I'm threatening to simply take, take and take with a check. Okay, so he's moved. So he's hitting my bishop. I'm just going to castle there. He might sack. He might do. He might play knight takes, bishop takes, pawn takes. I think that feels okay. I don't know if it is, but it feels it. I'll probably take with the pawn first. He's pushed. So let's take. Hit the pawns. If I take, oh, he just takes. So again, we still hit 2 pawns. He takes one. So I will, and hit a pawn here. Just hope I'm not blundering some sort of major attack. Can I get away with back queen takes, pawn takes? I don't think there's an attack. He's played in, so he's let me grab a pawn, so I will. I've probably got to give him an exchange here. Queen across is a move, but don't see how I'll make it work. Yeah, I'm going to look to trade a rook. I can always put the rook back and let him take with the bishop, or I can potentially try and come back. Okay, let's just pop back. Okay, let's just threaten the mate, hit the pawn. Let's take. My bishop back. I'm probably best to put the rook back, I would think. Okay, queen back. Right, I'm going to try and run up here. I'm trying to go after his king while he's on the other side. Let's just hit the pawn. I want to put the bishop by the queen as to create the threat with the pin. I don't think the exchange of the rooks works there for me. Let's drop back. Now I can try and maybe trade a set of rooks. How do I get out if I don't know? Let's play across. And clearly I can't protect that other pawn. Oh, why didn't I guard my pawn there? That was careless, wasn't it? I'm walking into a potential mating net here, so I can't go forward. Wow, did it. Did it. I was aware of the clock there. Wow. I was aware of the clock there. Very lucky, wasn't I? He was managing to outplay me. Did very well to hold on for that one. So 5 wins, 2 losses. Pretty good. And barely a third of the points of the leader. Wow. Okay, that makes me a bit wary. 1900 going berserk. Let's hope it's legit. Good luck. Always makes you wary. It doesn't matter what rating level you play at. When you get a low rated player going berserk, just push and develop. Okay, I'll grab the pawn. Okay, I'll grab the rook. Let's just take their castle, I think. So he hits the pawn. I think queen up looks okay. My knight guards the other pawn. Just hit the queen again. Let's play bishop up and try and get rid of his annoying bishop. He comes forward. I don't have f3. I can drop back, but I can play rook across to threaten a discovery. Well, now I can drop back, right? Yeah, I can drop back now. I threaten discovery on the queen, so I can still guard the pawn. Let's play rook forward. I want to bring double up or bring the knight across to guard this. If I go here, it's asking for a bit of a problem. So I'm going to try and just simply get his rook off the board, which I can do. Now, can we get this? We threaten the pawn, we threaten a check. He can't take this because he hangs the queen. Oh, he's got queen takes, 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 move, takes, and I actually take back, so I'm just winning. Okay, that's maybe a good move. I think I go here. Threaten to even simplify. So he has now grabbed that pawn. So queen across. I'll be happy if I've got the queen off the board. He's getting low on time. So I should be comfortably winning now. Again, it doesn't mean I am, but I should be. Let's grab a pawn and threaten a check. There is a pawn here and here, but I'm not, again, too worried about them. Yeah, and I can't really defend that one, can I? Let him take. I don't want to walk into a checkmate here, but I think I can run this way. Let's check and king up maybe. Let's check. Right, now I'm going to simplify the position. Clearly I'm up a minute on the clock as well. Let's just bring the king across. Put that on a light square. Now see if he gives up his bishop. Let's check. Right, now we're getting ready to get rid of it. Oh, he's taken. He's done extremely well, hasn't he? I think I'm a bit fortunate here that I should be able to flag him. Got to keep my pawns. That's the key, is keeping the pawns. Oh, he's let me take it. Maybe he had bishop down there. If he hadn't have gone berserk, he had a real chance to win that, didn't he? He had a real chance there, playing very sharp, very quickly. It's just the berserk mode did that one. So 6 wins, 2 losses. Time for another 2, maybe 3 games. If there's under 6 minutes left, I won't normally start a game. Right, 2, 1, 4, 3, good luck. Let's play another carrot. Let's just drop back. I'm going to go g6 here. See, I guess pawn up. I've just got to be wary of this pin now, so I need a square for the queen. Let's go here, and then maybe rook across at some point. Okay, I'm going to try and gain a little bit of space this side. Okay, he pushes. I don't want to put the rook into a pin. Let's go here, make room for the other knight. I'd like the rook here, but not workable right now, I don't think. Although, maybe I can go here, hit these two, as long as I don't blunder the free piece. He comes up. I'll now play rook across and maybe knight back. Oh, he's off looking for the trade. Let's just bring the knight back this way, maybe. Put it on a different trajectory to the other bishop was. Okay, I'll just take there. I don't mind a queen trade if he wants to check. After he takes, he goes with a bishop. See, I'm looking at knight up. Takes, takes. No, will he do it? Takes, takes. I think it's playable for me, this. I hope it is. Rook takes, rook takes. Again, I've pre-moved in case he captures the rook. Maybe h6 to kick the queen might be a move. I'll try and target this pawn. Not sure how yet. The logical queen across and trade, I think, makes sense here. Right, now we can try and at least get forward. I'm not sure it's actually worth doing though, because I'm giving him this, aren't I? Yeah, that was careless actually. Let's bring the king across so I can try and get behind his pawn if he pushes. Take, take. Yeah, I'm going to offer him the chance to pin my rook. Just my instinct is telling me I should be on this side of the board here. Play rook across. I'll go with the king. I've still got a move here, but he can obviously force me back. He can just repeat. Oh, he's gambled. He thinks he's got the win. He's gambled. I think he's wrong. I think he's messed up. Yeah, just cut the pawn. Should be a straight win. Now, he's still not a complete formality, but I should be able to sack the queen for this final pawn and just run my pawn up. Yeah, I don't see a stalemate, so I might as well just keep my queen there. I'll be really annoyed if I blunder a stalemate here, but I might well do. Yeah, it should be easy now. Just queen up and then queen back, queen up, queen back. So that's a good win. So again, time for one, maybe two more games. 7 wins and 2 losses is very good. I'm still nowhere near a top 3, so if there is under 6 minutes left after this game, I'll just stop. 2157, good luck. On chess.com, if the time runs out in an arena, the game you're playing aborts as though it just vanishes as though it didn't exist. On Lichess, they do still play on, so it would count for your personal rating, but they don't count for the tournament. So unless I'm in with a chance of a top 3 finish, I just normally think I'd rather just stop. I'm going to play knight up to try and challenge his bishop here on the diagonal. Let's just play up. If he takes, I'll go with a queen, and then knight up hits the pawn. Okay, he pushes. I'm just going to play c3. Trade the knight if I need to. Okay, he pushes. Let's try and gain a bit of space. Okay, I'll trade the knight and then push the pawn maybe. Oh, I shouldn't really pre-move there, should I? But if he takes, it'll double his pawns up. Otherwise, rook across makes room for the knight to flip, or maybe e4. Well, he just pushes there. Okay, I'm going to play b4 just whilst I've got the chance, because en passant I think was okay for me there. So I'm going to play rook across and now try and focus on this side, or trying to push in the middle. Oh, he's pushed himself, okay. I think I should take there. Now can I guard this pawn? He's gone with the knight. Makes it interesting. I'll let him take and bring the knight across. It's mixing it up and it's taking a monster risk, so I'm hoping I can push in. Now I'm going to kick that bishop. Now what do I do? What do I do? I'm going to drop back and try and bring the knight across like this, I think. And if he takes, I take the bishop, but if he doesn't, the knight's coming into the middle of the board. And he doesn't, so the knight will come in and hit the bishop. Now how do I get this bishop into play? He's letting me take. So can I take here is a question. I think I have to take there. Extremely uncomfortable, isn't it? Extremely uncomfortable. So if I take... Oh, can I take this pawn? Take, check. I think I can take this pawn because I get a check and hit the bishop. It's whether I'm blundering something like with a knight check in reverse, but we hit the rook there. It's easy to miss a move like that. Knight check I could take because the rook covers the rook. I can't quite take this. Queen up maybe covers, but... Can I get away with rook across or do I need f3? I'm going to have to play rook back, I think, and hope I can get the other rook into place somehow. This bishop isn't doing much. If I could get the bishop up, that would be good. Surely I have to take there. It's one of these moves where you just feel like you're missing something, but hopefully I can take. So I've got to guard the mate threat. But let's play rook up and try and get forward. Just hope I don't blunder a mate here. I'd like bishop up, but right now he's got this. Or the bishop up, let him take and try and pin his bishop. Could be useful. Yeah, I'm going to have to play g3, aren't I? I think it has to be. Rook up or queen up is a big threat. He's gone for the sack. So if I take, he takes. I think I have to take. Now can I get away with this? I'm going to try it. On the basis he doesn't have the immediate one move queen check. If I get a queen check in myself, I think I'm winning. But I could easily be just lost. I could be missing the mate attack. But he's only got the 2 pieces to do it with. Oh, that's mate, isn't it? Just check and mate. Excellent, I got it right. Excellent, very good. Very good. So I have got time for one more game. There's over 6 minutes left. But you see, I'm nowhere near a top 3. I've had 1 second place in this and 1 third place, 1 fifth and a couple of sixths. 1957, good luck, but whatever happens, this is the final game now. He's in 16th place, so he's playing extremely well. Oh, he's only got 39 games, so this could actually be someone underrated. This is a new account, so this is one I'll have to look at after the event. I look at all my games after the events that I play, but somebody on a very new account is, you've no idea what their real playing strength is, but he's obviously built his rating up pretty quickly so far. Let's play knight up and maybe knight up. Let's play queen up to pressure the pawn, maybe pawn up. Okay, I think I can take there. I'll maybe pop the knight in. I don't think he'll take, but he might do. Now I'm threatening a queen check. Queen check the move before he could come across, so can't I just check? Just hit the bishop. The move before he had his queen across when my knight wasn't there. Okay, I can obviously grab a pawn, but I don't want to get adventurous. I'm going to take it though and just trust that I can castle. I can obviously take another one actually, but it's letting him in, but I gain the bishop. But if he gets this as a mate threat, but I'm going to do it. If he goes across, I'll take. Okay, now he's getting attacking. I'm just going to play the queen back, so I've got the option to drop back and guard the pawn. And still maybe knight across. I want a castle now if I can. I think I can take and just... I think I can castle and queen down we can take, but I think I've got maybe knight up to just hit the pawn twice. If I get the pawn, then I'm winning. I'm still not won, but I'm winning. Again, if I take now and he takes the pawn, it should be winning for me. I don't see why I should make it easy. Let's play a rook across. I should be able to collect this pawn, whatever, shouldn't I? So let's take it and look to castle. I've just got to not blunder letting him in now. No. I've got queen up. If the queen comes off, it should be a routine win. It's a big if though, so I can collect another pawn. Again, I can't castle now though. He's cut my castling chances. He's hit the rook, so I might have blundered again. I've got knight back, I've got rook across. Let's play rook across to hit the queen. If I get castled, I'm doing well, but I've said that a few times already. Now I'm going to push. If rook across, maybe queen back. If he takes, I can castle. So queen back. If he takes, I'm just going to castle. My knight holds the other pawn. Now it feels like I'm winning. What am I? 3 pawns in a knight up? So now I want to play a move like knight across and try and trade a set of rooks. Or knight up is a fork, rook across and there's a... check is covered, it's not quite working. Oh, he's locked into it, hasn't he? But now I get the actual triple, so he can't just move a rook across. Queen across, I can take either rook. If he takes the rook, I take the queen, so he resigns, so that's a good win. Excellent, so that's a very good way to finish, but there's barely 2 minutes left now. Well, I've made it to 9th place as well, so when I'm stopping, I've made it into the top 10. But you see, there's only 2 minutes left, so what have I done? 11 games, 9 wins, 2 losses, and a 2300 rating performance. Average opponent right on 2000, so that's very, very good. So I won't let the clock just keep running now. I'll just update my final position when I upload the video. So that's pretty good.